These are some brave ducks. What's up, everybody? Today we are going to explore Lake Hunter in Lakeland, Florida.
We're going to explore all the wildlife and check out all the trees and like everything that's blooming right now. It's wonderful right now.
And we have to see spoonbill.
Spoonbill!
And we have to see a gator.
Yes. 100%.
Otherwise, we're going to have to redo this video.
Let's go.
And this is going to be the easiest video we ever made because we start in our backyard. And also, yes, well, we live on Lake Hunter, so we are kind of biased that it's our favorite. But,
yeah, very true.
But it is true. I think it's the best. Oh no. Right in the middle, you can barely see, but the boat ramp for Lake Hunter is on the other side of where we are. And we are going to walk around the entire lake. And if you stay to the end, you will see a secret pathway. Didn't even scare that tiny turtle.
The biggest bite ever. There are a ton of these little slug shells all along the lake. You know somebody had a real good dinner.
But in the grass here, all along the way, some absolutely awesome tiny flowers. There's so many different kinds though. I'm gonna try to show all the different kinds. I can see at least 5 different right here. Flowers are very, very tiny, and in just this one little area there's several different kinds. You can see that tiny blue one, the yellow ones, the white ones, and then there's a bunch of purple ones as well. That's really awesome. Fish right there. Wow. Cool. We're very lucky. Spoonbill is up there. Yes. We're gonna get as close as we can without bothering him. Try to get a good shot of him. Now, that's a very light colored spoonbill actually. Can't even really see how pink he is.
He's so beautiful though.
And that's how you can typically find the spoonbill in the marshy area where he can do what he does and eat like this. Always a lucky day when you see spoonbill. Here is where the lake's runoff is. And it goes under the road here. And then there's a canal with water. And you can often find spoonbill and a lot of other cool birds over there too. And when you're walking around Lake Hunter by the runoff, there's kind of this secret area, which is pretty cool. This is a possible gator sighting. Actually, yeah, it's definitely a gator, I can tell. You see his back just came up a little bit. You can just see his eyes barely and his nose. There is a little gator right there. I'd say that one's probably only about 3 to 4 feet long. Definitely eyeballing that little duck. These are some brave ducks, because that is not a gator you would want to get close to. He's at least 5 feet long. But it looks like he already had breakfast. And we are right here on Kathleen, which is a pretty busy road. If you ever wondered if there's actually alligators in Florida, there definitely is. They're everywhere. And they can be very, very big. But typically, they are not any danger to you. And then there you can just see the top of his head. So that's his eye sticking out right there. That was a pretty big gator. But now you can only just barely see them. So they can be pretty hard to spot. But I know for a fact that there's at least 5 gators here at Lake Hunter. One right there facing away from us, and one right here is loving the sun today. And that's a great trick if you want to see gators and turtles. Come out when it's nice and sunny. So there's 3 of them hanging out together. Looks like those 2 about to kiss. Oh, he was shy. On this corner here, there's a barge with a bunch of lily pads where you can often see gators. And there is actually one. Can't see him on the camera. Oh, I see him, yeah. I saw 5 gators here one time, all hanging out on that thing next to each other. That's gonna be our third gator. That's a little one. That's probably gonna be about 3 feet. There's that third gator we saw. And here's a look at where we are on the lake here.
Have a ton of wild alocasia plants. They're so cool.
See the cherry blossom still has some petals on it, but peaked about 2 weeks ago. But they're still falling. Alright, so we have made it to the boat ramp. Surprising, actually, no one's here because it's Friday, and you'll often see multiple people here with all kinds of jet skis and boats and all kinds of stuff. So here is the boat ramp, and there is a table and trash cans. Some nice birds, rules. This little ducky, I wonder if she's sitting on eggs. She has like a little nest right there. And here you can recycle your fishing wire. Here's the sign. And here's what it looks like. We came from all the way on the other side over there. Here's where the... Actually, it looks like someone was here.
Recently?
Someone might have been here this morning, even though it's only 10 this morning. Actually, no, when we started our walk, we saw someone on a boat. They must have just left. For some reason, there's home base out here. I never understood why, but I guess you gotta touch it every time. Actually, it's kind of cool if you run around the whole lake, and then you gotta come up and touch home base.
Yes.
And that's a home run. So that's pretty cool for all the people that live around here. And if you didn't think that you could walk all the way around Lake Hunter, well, you're wrong. We're gonna show you how. We saw all the animals that we wanted to see. Spoonbill alligators, a bunch of beautiful birds and everything. And I'm pretty sure it's because I'm wearing my Lucky Busch Gardens hat.
You're attracting the animals.
That's where all the animals are.
No.
Why?
Because the gators will eat me.
You think the gators will eat you? This is just as dangerous. Yeah, that's exactly what gators love. See, there was some movement in the water right there. And there's one of those birds too. We saw him earlier in the tree, but he's swimming now. And there he goes. You can see some broken eggs right there. And it looks like she's definitely nesting. Right here by the boat ramp. And she's being protected by her family, especially this guy. He's making sure nothing's gonna happen. Now before we leave, there's actually this area over here.
It's like a picnic area.
At the boat ramp, there's a small bridge. Oh, and there's an old lady having some food, and we try not to bother her. But we'll check out this bridge, which is really cool. Looks cool on camera. We're trying to like get in the middle. the water has a ton of
I think it's frog bit.
some sort of plant that sits on top and makes it all green. That looks so cool. And the shadows from the trees and everything. This looks like a good place for a gator. You don't need a boat to come to the boat ramp here. You can just hang out.
Yeah, you have to be careful because there are alligators. So, if you're not careful, they will get you.
You could just pull off the street here and park and come out here and hang out. It's nice and shady. Big trees. It smells nice.
And lots of wildlife to check out.
Lots of birds making noises. As we walk away from the boat ramp, there's a small ditch here where you can also find spoonbill sometimes. So we walked the length of that little culvert here, and the railing up there is the secret pathway that's going to get us back to the lake. So once you hit the railing, you start to come into this kind of wild area, and once you get off the road, it feels so nice. And it's always nice and shady back here. There's always lots of beautiful plants and animals. So it's a nice place to kind of take a break. So we just have to walk up past this park, and we'll be back at the lake in a minute. After you walk down that road by the houses, you can turn back here and walk back towards the lake. And here's some stuff about the lake. We didn't see any snakes, but it says there's actually fish or shrimp.
Whoa.
That would be cool. And some of the plants. So that's pretty cool that they have this around the lake. So this is really cool. Like, he's running away. Oh, I want to see him. There's a pelican. It's a white pelican, which there are pelicans in a lake about a mile from here, but I've never seen one random pelican at Lake Hunter before. See him there. That's really cool to see a pelican here. We made it all the way around the lake, and beautiful spoonbill was waiting for us. He's not the pinkest spoonbill, but always good to see him out here.
It's a really good day when we get to see spoonbill. It's a good omen. And he was waiting for us.
Looks good. Okay, so we have officially walked around all of Lake Hunter.
Yes.
We saw all the animals. It's a really beautiful day in the spring. Everything is blooming. All the animals are loving it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you ever get a chance to come to Lake Hunter, definitely do it. Walk all the way around it. And yeah, we got a lot more parks and lakes and things to explore. So appreciate you if you're still watching, and everyone. Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us. Yo, catch us on the next one.